Welcome back into the Kramer Show. Thank you, Cameron Irvine, for our lovely talk. I learned a lot. Yes, there's some teams coming in. Yeah, it's more SFL minor league season stuff coming along. And this is probably the time to say it, but I'm making my announcement right now. Yeah, I'll be covering the SFL minor league season. Yeah, there's no reason for me not to. So, I mean, you're going to get all the news. I probably might be the best draft expert coming in for all the season 15 of the SFL minor league. So, be prepared for that. Of course, you'll see my mock drafts whenever that time gets going because we have a while. Off-season isn't going to be quick this year. It might feel like it's going to be quick, but general managers, coaches, owners, you got to be prepared for this because this is a tremendous thing happening for the SFL with the minor league system going to be enacted here really soon as it is Week 9. It is Week 9 right now. We have only a few more weeks left here in the SFL. I believe it's like maybe 5 or 6 weeks left here. It's going to go by really quick, especially if we're the only thing on TV right now, sports-wise. So let's get into
what's trending.
The SFL minor league teams that are coming in that we've talked with Cam, the teams that I'm going to dissect a little bit more down the line. First off, we'll go with the Boise Mud Dogs with, my guy, one of the players that the Denver Nightwings picked up for the non-contracts, Tyson Cooper at quarterback, who's the number 2 ranked quarterback. Running back, Fox Highwind. I love the name Fox. Fox is a great, strong name. Yeah, hopefully you're quick because Foxes are quick as well. He is the number 1 ranked running back in the league. They also have tight end Delaney Nash at number 3 ranked tight end in the SFL. Moving on to the Ottawa Calvary. Sick-looking uniforms. I like these. But the next team. I like the next team a lot better. QB Jimmy Vasquez, number 5 ranked quarterback in the SFL, is going to lead them hopefully to victories. Running back Kevin C.A., number 5 ranked running back. Linebacker Albert Began, number 6 ranked tight end in the SFL. But they're going to have him as, I don't know why I have him as tight end. It's the linebacker. He's, my notes get a little bit mixed up. I actually had him at tight end, but he's a number 6th ranked linebacker in the SFL. Let's go to Albuquerque Adams, the tight end. TJ Punk, the number 1 ranked tight end. Which TJ Punk, I like it. I like the name, especially the last name Punk. You better not be punking me out there on the field. Running back Connor Watson, number 4 ranked running back in the SFL. And they're going to be led by QB Mike St. Green, the number 6 running back in. I said it again. I looked up at Connor Weston in my notes. Nope, he is a quarterback, fellas. Mike St. Green is a quarterback. Go some roster transactions happening around here in the SFL. Congratulations to his star contract signings. As Queen City signed free safety Albert Began, who's also, Albert Began is the number 6 linebacker coming into the SFL minor league season. In the corresponding move, they released free safety Chris Dodd. Tulsa signed defensive tackle KT Slayer, and in the corresponding move, they released defensive tackle John Stanley IV. A couple of non-contract signings that have been released before this has been sent out. Tulsa signed cornerback, I'm going to say it's Rosca Santagria. If I mispronounce your name, once again, I'm sorry. I'm not a spelling expert, even though I talk a lot, even though I talk for a living. Whoopsie. Vancouver also signed kicker Sammy Steele for their kicking duties. Kickers are people too. Just want to let you know that. If you think if you come to the SFL to be a kicker, don't worry. It's a lucrative gig. Just come from a guy like myself. It's a lucrative gig. Trust me. So now some discussion topics after we get through the little bit of newsy stuff. Is Vancouver a legit number 1? I didn't really talk about it much during the playoff talks, but I feel like there's a good chance that they are not a number 1. It's hard to say. I know they went on a 6-game winning streak. They are a top 5 team. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to say, oh, no, they are the 3rd best team in the SFL. No, for a fact, they are the number 2 best team in the SFL. The only reason why is because that defense. It's odd to think that the defense is one of the things that might be that little missing point, but that's one of the main reasons. I know that all the Bash Brothers out there, I know you're going to be mad when I say that, but the defense at times looks lackadaisical. But the thing that also keeps them going afloat is the running back Suda Nakai. The fact that it seems like they barely relied on him, but it's all the big yardages he gains that gets him the scores. That's the big thing right there. It's hard for them to move it downfield if they try to throw the ball. I know, Tom Pepper, I love you, man. But throwing the ball at times is not the strong point for Vancouver. I love the team. Number 2 it has to be the best because for them, who knows? I want them to prove me wrong. That right there, I want them to prove me wrong because I like being proved wrong. I like saying my own words, putting in my own twist on things, but I want to be proved wrong. And if they're the number 1 ranked team, they better be it by playoff time because that's one of the things that for the way that playoffs work, you got to be that number 1 ranked team if you want to make it to the championship. And right now, I don't see Vancouver being that number 1. I really don't. Now, is Atlanta serious? How serious is Atlanta? I think at times they're very for real. They are my number 1 team in the SFL right now. That's probably going to stay. They're a better team than Vancouver. They're a lot well-put team. Marcus Dunhill. This is the thing that you're going to have to. You got to beat St. Louis. If this is what's going to prove. If it's odd to think that you have to beat St. Louis in order to prove yourself as the number 1 team, but they don't turn the ball over. That's the thing. That defense is going to have to force some interceptions. Going to have to force some fumbles this coming week. That will show me how serious you are. Like I said, the fact that I have to say you have to go through St. Louis in order to be that factor of you have to be better than that team in order to be the number 1 by Kramer. You got to do it. And I have a feeling, yes, you can totally do that. You can easily make it into, I guess, the ring of honor for the SFL this year. Being the number 1 team, got to beat that one, though. In fact, a 4-4 team, a team that's 500, a team that's streaky, you have to beat. That's the thing. And the Denver offensive struggles. You know what I'm talking about. Yikes. That's all I got to say about Denver's offenses right now. They scored, they had at a time, Kramer Jackman scored 27 points in a row. It took them 7 quarters to get a touchdown since their last touchdown? Come on. I mean, I'm the kicker for the team, and it's like I don't want to kick field goals. I want to score touchdowns. It might be padding my stats because I'm not the best kicker in the league right now. I may be 100% on field goal percentage, but I don't care about that. I want to win. I want to win. We should have beat Carolina last week. All right, here we go.
Who you got?
Oh, by the way, if you guys didn't know, that voice that's been shouting at me to change the subject, Rich Pratchard, you're the man. Rich, this is my shout out to you right now. You are the man. Yes, I know it's who you got. So this is who I got for this week. St. Louis Gladiators and Atlanta Swarm. Let's go with St. Louis Gladiators. That's the thing. Go with St. Louis. I'm riding the hot hand. Chicago Wildcats versus the Houston Hyenas. I don't see Chicago scoring 10 points this game. Let's go Houston. Sioux Falls Sparrows taking on the London Knights. Let's go Sioux Falls. Baltimore Vultures versus the New Orleans Pharaohs. Let's go New Orleans. Let's throw a bit of monkey wrenches out there. Let's have some havoc in the SFL. Charleston Predators versus Mexico City Aztecs. Let's throw some more havoc out there. Let's go Mexico City. Queen City versus Las Vegas Fury. You know what? Let's go Las Vegas. Let's see what they can do. Jacksonville Kings versus the Vancouver Legion. I'm going against you, Vancouver. I'm going Jacksonville on this, even though Vancouver's at home. Carolina Skyhawks versus the Arizona Scorpions. This right here is going to be this is my game of the week. I know it's odd to say it's my game of the week, but it is. Carolina, you have to win this, and I'm pulling for you on this. I'm sorry, Eddie, in Arizona, but I'm pulling for Carolina. Florida Storm versus the Tulsa Desperados. Let's go with Florida. And then the final game of the week is the Seattle Tyrants versus the Denver Nightwings. Denver's at home. I mean, they've lost once at home this year, but they will not lose again at home this year. Give me Denver against Seattle. I'm guessing that's the new rivalry here in the SFL, Seattle versus Denver. Second time playing this week. That's not week. This season. This is the game, the season 13 championship. Never won that. But that will do it here for the Kramer Show. Thank you to, of course, Mike Daggs for the lovely intros. Rich Pratchard for yelling at words at me. For Kramer, that's myself. Thanks for listening. Have a good one. Week of 9, here we go.